Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Karen.
And I'm Matt. Today we're looking at part 2 of our article, A Growth Mindset. So last time we talked about these two kinds of mindsets, a growth mindset where you believe you can learn and develop new skills and become smarter. And some people have a fixed mindset where you are just the way you are and you can't get better at things.
That's right.
So Karen, what kind of mindset do you have?
Take a guess. Look at me. What do you think?
I think fixed probably, right?
Oh, really? Is that what you think of me? No, I totally have a growth mindset.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have to admit that I don't think I'm a very smart person and I don't learn things very quickly, but I definitely put in a lot of effort if I really do want to learn something. So when I was little, I used to do gymnastics. So I was not very good, but I saw my friends doing it and I fell in love with the sport. So every day after school, I would just practice and practice and practice until I learned a new skill. So I learned many skills within a really short period of time. And I think I actually use the same mindset with a lot of things that I know right now, like teaching. When I first started teaching, I was not very good. I didn't know too much about it. But then as I started teaching for many years and I learned many new things. So now I believe I would call myself a good teacher.
Okay. I hope your students call you a good teacher too.
I think so. And I think their parents do too, right? Right?
Okay, well today we're going to learn some more about what a growth mindset is and how you can have a growth mindset when we get into part 2 of our article.
People with a growth mindset think differently. How smart they are isn't fixed. They can change it by learning from books, other people, and the world. They also take steps to build their confidence. They don't avoid challenges. Instead, they see them as chances to improve.
So we're looking at part 2 of our article today called A Growth Mindset. So how about let's get into it?
All right. People with a growth mindset think differently. How smart they are isn't fixed. Okay, so you're not always the same amount of smart. You can become smarter if you have a growth mindset, or you believe you can become smarter.
That is definitely right. And let's continue. They can change it by learning from books, other people, and the world. And I definitely think it's true because without learning from books or other people or asking questions, sometimes we just stay where we are, right? But if you really do try, there are so many different sources we can learn from the internet, from videos, and from so many different things. And then in order to learn something new or to become better at something you already know.
That's right. So people can continue to work at learning new skills throughout their lives by continuing to access different resources like books or on the internet or just from other people. And that's what you should do if you have a growth mindset.
That's right. And that is why there's a saying that goes, learning never ends, right? Okay, let's go over to Tina first and we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天我们继续来聊聊成长型思维。拥有成长型思维的人思考方式不同。他们觉得人的聪明才智不是固定的，透过阅读、向他人学习以及观察这个世界会有所改变。课文中提到这个文法 How smart they are isn't fixed. 他们有多聪明不是固定的。主词是 How smart they are 视为单数，所以要接单数动词 is。这里有2个例句，第一个 How much money they have is their own business. 他们有多少钱是他们自己的事。第二个例句 How fast James ran was amazing. James 跑的速度快得惊人 Amazing 就是惊人的。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, thank you, Tina. Now let's get back into our article. They also take steps to build their confidence. They don't avoid challenges. Okay, so these people with growth mindsets are taking steps to build their confidence. Now, to build something means to make or to create something by putting different elements or pieces together. Now, we can talk about building a building or building a house, which means taking all of the materials you need, putting them together to make a house. But when we talk about building confidence, we're talking about developing those attributes or those skills over time. So you're putting together all of the things that you get from your life or from the things that you learn to make your confidence greater.
Exactly. And confidence meaning how good you feel about yourself, right? Okay, let's continue. Instead, they see them as chances to improve. So they see them meaning like the challenges in life. Sometimes you might experience some difficulty or obstacle, something you don't understand or you don't know. But then they see that as a learning opportunity. These are chances for me to understand, to learn it. I'm going to get better at it and I'm going to improve. So they really do see things from a different light, right?
That's right. So instead of giving up when it gets hard, they can see that as an opportunity, a chance to get better.
That's right. Okay, let's go over to Tina one more time and we will be right back.
拥有成长型思维的人也会采取行动来建立自信，不会逃避挑战，而是把它视为进步的机会。课文里提到了这个单字 build， 动词建立，它的三态是 build, built, built. Tom and Lisa built a strong friendship. Tom 和 Lisa 建立了坚强的友谊。文法的部分刚刚提到了 take a step， 采取行动，后面常接不定词来表示目的。Step 指的是步骤、措施。举例来说 ，The team took steps to improve their performance. 那支队伍采取了一些行动来改善他们的表现。Performance 就是表现。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. So from our article so far, we believe that people with a growth mindset, they would view their difficulties and challenges as a chance for them to grow and improve. And they often find different, resources or different sources they can learn from, like maybe from videos or from people or from the world, right?
That's right. All right, we have more to learn about this growth mindset when we come back for the second part of our article.
What's more, failing is okay because it's the effort that counts. A growth mindset reminds these people that there's always more to learn. More importantly, it keeps them humble and curious. We should learn from these people. It's never too late to change our mindset.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were just saying how people with a growth mindset see challenges as a chance to improve, as a chance to get better at what they are doing. So these people will not give up when things get hard because they know it can make them better.
Exactly. Okay, let's go back to our article. What's more, failing is okay because it's the effort that counts. And I think that's definitely true. Whatever you do, there's always going to be failures. And sometimes people might view failures, and that is the noun, they view things that they don't do very well as, maybe just a setback, and then I just can't do it. And then this is your excuse from learning, right, to become better. But people with a growth mindset, they don't view it that way. They think that, these are the things that make it count. So what does it mean? That's a verb, count. It just means to have value or importance. For example, you can say every vote counts. Like every vote is important.
All right, continuing with the article. A growth mindset reminds these people that there's always more to learn. Okay, so we have a word in there which is to remind. Now, remind is a verb and it means to cause someone to remember something. So if something causes you to remember, like, I forgot to do my homework. When I saw my homework book there, that reminded me that I needed to do my homework. Or I could also say, the smell of cinnamon reminds me of Christmas.
That is right. Okay, let's go over to Tina one more time and we will be right back.
失败没有关系，努力的过程才是有价值的，对不对？成长型思维会提醒他们，学习是永无止境的。课文里提到了这个单字 count 动词，表示有价值、有意义。Every opinion counts， 所有的意见都很有价值。Remind 动词提醒。Marcus reminded David to finish his homework。Marcus 提醒 David 完成他的功课。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Let's continue with our article. More importantly, it keeps them humble and curious. So it keeps them humble and curious. It keeps the people with a growth mindset. Now, humble, what does it mean when I say humble? That's an adjective. So humble means a person who is not proud or arrogant and doesn't think that they are better than other people. Even if they have achieved great things, they do not think that, I'm already smart enough. There's nothing else in the world I do not know. They're very humble because they have this mindset thinking that, there's always something that I don't know. There's always something I can still learn from. An example sentence would be, even after winning the big race, the champion remained humble and thanked all of his teammates for their help. Now, someone who is not humble might take all the credit or keep all the credit to themselves. So I say, it's because of me. That's why we won. But people who are humble, they would learn to appreciate also the effort of their teammates.
That's right. Okay, getting back to the article, we should learn from these people. So that's people with a growth mindset. It's never too late to change our mindset. Okay, so no matter how old you are, how much you think you've already learned, you can always change your mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset and start learning and growing today.
Exactly. And I really do believe that that makes our world a wonderful place. If we can all think that there's always something new for us to learn and makes our life, like our experiences more great, right?
Yeah, there's always more to learn. So you got to keep trying and we can always improve ourselves.
Okay, let's go over to Tina first and we'll be right back.
成长型思维让人保持谦虚与好奇心，我们应该向这些人学习，改变思维永远不嫌晚哦。我们来看看这个单字 humble 形容词就表示谦卑的。Emily is humble and always helps her friends. Emily 很谦虚，总是帮助她的朋友。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, thank you, Tina. So today we've learned a lot about these two different mindsets, a fixed mindset where nothing can be changed, everything is the way it is, and a growth mindset where you can always improve and get better. So I think it's best if you keep a growth mindset where you can improve yourself by learning more and more every day.
That's right. Totally agree with you. There's always more to learn and learning is actually really fun, right? Okay, let's review the article again and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
People with a growth mindset think differently. How smart they are isn't fixed. They can change it by learning from books, other people, and the world. They also take steps to build their confidence. They don't avoid challenges. Instead, they see them as chances to improve. What's more, failing is okay because it's the effort that counts. A growth mindset reminds these people that there's always more to learn. More importantly, it keeps them humble and curious. We should learn from these people. It's never too late to change our mindset.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分有 build 动词建立， count 动词有价值有意义， remind 动词提醒， humble 形容词谦卑的。文法的部分 How smart they are isn't fixed. 他们有多聪明不是固定的。How busy you are is not my problem. 你有多忙不是我的问题。How serious the damage is still unclear. 损坏有多严重仍不清楚。Take a step 采取行动。The company took steps to increase its sales. 那间公司采取了一些行动来提高销售额。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm really excited about this one.
Today, we're going to sort out the difference between house and home.
Let's quickly go over the rules before we start.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between house and home.
So, join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, here's your first sentence. After a long day at work, I'm glad to be back blank. Which one fits?
I think that's home.
Spot on. Home refers to the place where you live or feel like you belong. Next sentence. The blank is made of brick and has a steep roof. Which one fits?
That would be house.
Got it again. House refers to the physical building that people live in. Great job! You crushed both questions. All right, time to break it down.
First, house is a noun that refers to the physical building where people live. For example, the family bought a house with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
Right. It focuses on the structure itself, not necessarily the feelings connected to it.
In contrast, home is a noun that describes the place where you live and feel a sense of belonging. For example, after being away for months, she couldn't wait to be home with her partner and kids.
So it's all about the emotional connection, not just the building itself.
Simply put, house is about the physical place, while home is about the feeling of being settled and comfortable there.
It's easy once you know the difference.
And get this, a sentence can use both words. The newlyweds moved into a house in the suburbs, and it quickly became their cozy home.
So a house becomes a home when it's filled with comfort and belonging.
Right. And now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep learning.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.